senior night at Colgate?
Yeah, I did.
What was that like?
I mean, it was a nice emotional experience, you know, get a chance to bring the family out in front of the crowd, give them a nice round of applause they deserve, and then went out there and won the game.
Did it feel like senior night, or did you kind of know there was something after this?
No, I didn't. At the time, I didn't know what I was going to do, so it was definitely already like a senior night I had already.
This is senior night in your hometown.
So it's a little different for sure. This one should hit a little different.
How will it be different, though? I mean, you haven't been here very long, but I mean, this is a place you've always wanted to play. So can you just talk about the parallels and the things that are different between those two?
I think the biggest difference for me is going to be that I had, I think, 6 people at my last senior night, and this time it'll feel like thousands. I don't have, obviously, my family be there, but I think thousands of people that I really know, genuinely, I've known for a long time, be here.
Has it struck you that this could be your last game at the Pete?
Yeah, man. I mean, we've been so locked in and so focused on our opportunities we have in front of us that I haven't thought of it like that yet. But now that it's really here, it is my last game at the Pete. So,
How are you handling that?
I mean, it is what it is. I'm ready for everything that's coming forward. So I think we've done a lot of good stuff here at the Pete. So I'm happy that we made it this far, and I'm looking forward to the game Saturday.
Nelly, how proud are you that you actually have things to look forward to? I mean, past Pitt teams, there wasn't much to look forward to after the ACC tournament.
Yeah, I'm really happy about it. I mean, I'm used to it, but I mean, I'm really excited about us being in the situation that we're in.
Nelly, you said at the beginning of the year you wanted to bring the soul back to Pitt basketball. You feel you've accomplished that?
We're not done yet, but I think where we're at so far, it's looking like that. We got a lot of work to do still, but for sure, the outlook's looking pretty good.
Jeff told us that, you know, you guys didn't necessarily talk about it as a whole group, but Virginia loses, that opens the door for you guys. If you guys win out, you get the top seed in the ACC. Is that something that registered on your mind coming into work today, or is that something that you guys talked about with the team at all?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the game, so I mean, it definitely registered in my mind. You know, we're in a great position for everything we ever wanted. So I think we can continue to handle things day by day, and we're going to be in a great position come March 4th.
Nelly, how do you want this senior class to be remembered?
Champions.
Senior day, you got a unique challenge because you got to face the zone, and so it's a different game plan. Like, how do you feel going into that?
Yeah, I feel good. I think we're really locked in, really focused. Like you said, it's a different game plan, but all year it's been different game plans every game, and we're just really good at adapting to whatever we got in front of us.
Looking at Syracuse, obviously their zone is a big part of the challenge that they pose, but what are some of the other challenges when you look at the way they're playing, the way you guys are playing, that you guys have to step up to?
I think the biggest challenge is desperation. I think at this time of the year, every team is in different situations, and they're a desperate team, and so we have to come out and play with that same level of desperation or more.
Nelly, what went well in that first matchup? What allowed you guys to have the success, especially offensively, in that first game?
I think we shared the ball well. We found the holes in the zone, and we really made shots. I think that's what you got to do against Syracuse. You got to make shots.
Nelly, how's this team different? How's your team different since that first win over Syracuse? How'd you guys grow?
We've battled a lot of adversity since then. I think that game had its own adversity, and ever since then we continue to battle adversity. So I think we're more battle tested than we were then.
Now, the coach said after the Georgia Tech game that he was going to challenge you guys to be a little bit more intense defensively. Did you pick up on that in practice?
For sure.
What made you say it? Like, what made you pick up on that?
I think just the intensity. I think he was really locked in today, really focused on making sure we were attentive to details today and all the little things defensively, and I think it's going to show when we get out there and play.
You've been in college basketball for a long time. You've seen a lot of different groups of guys come together each season. I don't want to say, how surprised are you, but I mean, what do you make of just how well this group came together? So many different guys coming in, playing together for the first time to mesh like you guys did.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is that it was genuine. It wasn't fake. We didn't have to try to fake like each other. We all actually do enjoy each other, and I think when you actually have that real, genuine love, then it's going to show on the basketball court. Times when the ball is loose, we're all going to dive for it. We all got each other's backs, and we're going to ride for each other.
When did you notice that genuine love? When was there a point in the season or even in the preseason where you're like, wow, we actually really like each other?
I think really we bonded on adversity. I think when we hit adversity early in the season, 1 and 3, we all had to come back and take a look in the mirror, and I think we all did that together, and we really grew from that moment.
Nelly, it's not a group where you've been together for 4 or 5 years. What do those other seniors mean to you?
They mean the world to me, man. I mean, in this short time, they're my brothers for life now. Like, I think like I said, we bonded around a lot of adversity, a lot of other things. So it really we're really like brothers, like real brothers. So it's going to mean a lot for us to all walk across the court for one last time and really give it our all together one last time here.
Nelly, managers on a basketball team do a lot for a team. You've seen it 5 seasons now. How have you been personally impacted by a manager, whether that's here or at Colgate?
Yeah, I would say here, man, I don't want to get into names because I'd have to name them all because they all have such a great impact on our program and me. But I think every one of them, they come out there every single day. Like, they don't get the same the publicity I would get, but they're doing the same hard work that I'm doing. They're working really hard to get rebounds. They're working really hard every single day. And I think their intensity means the world to us.
You know, you guys, you and Jamarius, a lot of the older guys that came here, you guys often talk about how, like, we've been here before, we've been in these moments before where it's been crunch time of the season. What have you seen from some of the young guys who haven't been here before? How have they responded to when you guys have pushed them, especially in the past week or so?
Like you got to say, they responded well. I mean, the biggest thing I think around this time of the year is attention to detail. Everybody's banged up, everybody's tired, everybody's ready for the next steps. But right now, it's like we've completed 85%. The last 15% is always the hardest part. So I think those guys have been really focused and locked in, and that's all it's going to take around this time of the year.
You started playing basketball around the city as a kid. You know, what impact do you want to leave not only on this school but on the city of Pittsburgh's basketball scene?
I think I want to bring back the winning. Just it felt good to, you know, when I was growing up to see the guys winning and everybody feeling like they were a part of it. And I think this year something that we brought back is just everybody feeling like they're a part of it again. I want to definitely leave that impact here.
What's it mean to you when, you know, former Pitt players are at these games and they come in the locker room and say how proud they are of this group? What's that mean to you as a guy who grew up rooting for them?
It means a lot. I think it's just a testament to the work we put in, you know. We work really hard for this, so I think those guys coming back showing love just means a lot to all of us.
Nelly, talk about the selflessness of this team. It seems like any given night, somebody else is the high scorer.
Yeah, I think that goes back to us really liking each other. When it's genuine, nobody really cares about who gets the success for the night. It's all really about Pitt winning. So I think because we actually like each other, it makes it so much easier to just be selfless.
You're talking about the former players. I mean, were you like little kid here, like watching like DeJuan Blair and Mike Young when those guys?
Yeah, I was in the mix. I was really literally in the gym with them, passing the ball back and forth to them. I was in the drills with them. Like, I got some stories. I gave Sam Young a bucket when I was really young. I got a lot of good stories like that. So, you know, I was around for sure.
Throwing out Mike Young, but not that old.
You got my Youngs mixed up. Sorry.
Nelly, when you were little, Pitt played in a different conference, but they still had Syracuse. Is this, I mean, does it have the juice? Like, does that bring back memories too when you see Orange on the other side?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually unique for me because at Colgate, it's kind of like a rivalry with Syracuse as well. So coming back here, I didn't know that it was this big of a rivalry, but we sold out the crowd already. So I think the fans and everybody else knows what we know, that this is a really important game.
How old were you when you were interacting with these guys, these players?
My first AAU practice ever, I was in, I think, 3rd grade. So from that point forth, I had been, it was in the back gym here. So I had been in here since then, really.
Nelly, after the game, the Georgia Tech game, there was talk about how I think you guys the majority of your starters are older than like the Oklahoma City Thunder. Is that kind of like funny for you guys? What kind of effect does that have on you? You're just like, okay, whatever, yeah, we're a little bit older here.
Yeah, that's kind of funny to us because like, I think anybody who really understands the COVID situation realizes why we're a little older. So I think it's kind of just funny for all of us to laugh about.
You think you could take the Thunder?
That's not the conversation, but I never back down from the challenge, though.
That's a good stopping point.
Thank you, guys.